Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson III. I am the best-selling author and facilitator of the Don't Kick 'em Out book and training series. This is Don't Kick 'em Out 2.0. It is the 10-year anniversary edition. We call it the playbook. It's got all of the insight, the strategies on exactly what to do in every situation, instructional practices, classroom management, student-teacher relationship. The books in the series are extremely helpful. It at the baseline of working with our books, the baseline of our books is at the absolute worst, they're some of the best discussion material that I have ever seen. Meaning, I'm not setting them up like workbooks. I'm writing and I'm sharing. You got to realize I'm 30 plus years in right now, and I've been on my own for 18 years in the business, working with other consultant groups, my own, you know, uh, I've seen a lot. I've had every job in the business and education from pre-K to teaching in university. I've been in all of them. I've seen it all. I'm a junior high teacher per my first teaching start. I love junior high, but I have been able to be on top of behavior my entire career. My first internship was in a maximum security prison at 18 as a college freshman. I've got to run a maximum security juvenile pod with kids that were convicted of murder, where the judge wanted to know, should you go to prison for the rest of your life? I've worked with youth murderers. I kind of became a specialist at it. Uh, it's just I've seen some really horrible things, and I understand behavior. I understand human development. So when we put together Don't Kick Them Out, it was about developing people. Always there are going to be better behavior models, right? But if your district is a PBIS district, but you don't develop the people, PBIS will look incompetent. And then that's why you go some places and people are upset with PBIS. They say it doesn't work. PBIS works. The people aren't working. I have a situation where PBIS, a district in an inner city district in Louisiana, where the some other principals don't believe in it, don't even like it at all. But then I got a person that's nominated as principal of the year that has used it, to a flaw, like mastery. Got all of the juice out of it, right? And swears by it. Why? Because she is the enforcer and follow througher with the model. All models require human development. So if you look, the personal development part is what has left out of our business, the morals and the personal development. So as we have more of these crises in the world and people don't get help, and we're not talking about therapy, we're talking about personal development. That is where you actually grow up. That's where you're actually maturing. This is where you develop better thoughts and better philosophies. As a person who travels, I've been able to work with some extremely immature staffs. I go to some places, the people are extremely mature. They are a joy to work with. I love to work with them. They love to work with me. They're very mature. You can have really good talks with them. You can roll the material out and they can handle it. You go some places, man, these people are so immature. They get mad at you. They embarrass their school by how they talk at the training. They're not hurting my feelings. They're embarrassed. I got paid to be here, but they don't want to hear no more of this Dr. Jackson training. Well, guess what that's called? And did you know, factually, in my tenure, I'm in the year 19 as an independent. I started in 07. And do you know when you're a really high level trainer that really challenges people, I challenge people. When you're one of those, you do strike nerves. And the thing that is so cool in my life, these are the honor stripes in my career as a trainer. There are some people that have gotten upset with me, well, Dr. Jackson, I don't know if I agree with him. And no one's ever said I was mean. No one's ever said I was rude. That's not what I do. But I do challenge. And shouldn't all teachers? You brought me to agree with you, or you brought me to grow you? You brought me to grow you. That's why I'm there. Coolest part is that there have been districts and companies that have gotten mad at me. The coolest part is 98% of them have all called me back. It's the coolest thing, right? Because what it says is as they grow up and they can see what I'm saying, they're like, oh, that's what the man said. I know, right? So what is this video about? This video is about behavior levels. There's one size fits all doesn't work. Behavior levels is the game. So what does that mean? When you operate in a behavior system, you got to have a different, well, let's bring this to the group. Let's bring this to the group. The question has been asked, should we all run the same behavior modality? And I have been to, and I wrote my notes here because I wanted to make sure I did not forget. I have worked with districts. One comes to my mind immediately. One district, I'm there on an all district wide PD day, right? I'm there on an all district wide PD day. And the elementary has a different training setup. I'm immediately like, where are they? Well, they doing something different today. Why? Their kids are coming to us. So why would they be doing something different? That doesn't make sense. They looked at me like, I know, I tried to tell them. Well, now they're having all these problems because so they're essentially saying, we're going to baby the kids from pre-K to 10 years old. But then if you check the behavior numbers, they're out of control in the 6 to 10. Out of control. Doesn't make any sense. See? So behavior as an infrastructure. Now, here's what's the truth. Don't Kick Them Out operates differently because the baby talk is a different talk, but it's under the same principle. The junior high, different talk. High school, different talk, but the principle is the same. So with behavior, what you have to do, and I'm talking to superintendents and principals right now, what you have to do, because it's 100 of y'all, I know I'm supposed to help. Now, once again, it's 20,000 people watching, but 100 of y'all are supposed to call and say, Dr. Jackson, help me get this right, man. To get it on the same page, you have to have the wisdom to bring your admin in first and to be able to start evaluating your policies. What you will start to see is the policies are designed according to the person's in charge's personality. It's not according to race. It's not according to gender. Because I have seen all races and genders whiff on a policy or be able to do a policy. So that's the one thing that is so important in this business is you have to be able to say, like, getting a unified understanding of what's acceptable and what's not. However, so if you take something like fighting, hitting, okay? You take something like fighting or hitting. Fighting or hitting, I deal with hitting and fighting at every level. I was the first one that came out and said, I have no tolerance for fighting at the high school level. So what you start to see is that at the high school level, the fights became so volatile, we have to completely stop it. Right. So what people were saying was they wanted to say things like, well, it depends, Jackson. And you're not going to be able to say things like that to me, right? It depends. No, we have to stop fighting. You can't fight here. So what did that call for? Training. You had to identify what a fight was. What did I have to show? If the numbers came outside of 1-to-1 and when I got to a 2 or 3, you're one and done, right? What does that do? It's skirt. So what I did was I got with the attorney, the law, and I started to break down, get proper definitions of assault, proper definitions of a fight. Looking at the tape, we watched a lot of fights, really bad. And so we were able to get an understanding. Every district has to do the things I'm saying because that's the times you live in. If you don't, you will be in a situation that you suffer. What do I do for a living? I reduce risk. I reduce risk. I reduce risk. If you listen, your liability comes down. All we do is teach us protection. We live in a day and time with telephones and people. You've got to know how to keep people safe. How do you do that? That comes with training. That comes with the discussion. You separate the levels. You don't do district-wide PDs anymore. You got to have elementary talks, junior high talks, high school talks. That's just the way it is. If you mix those two together, you're not going to get your bang for your buck. When in our 90-day transformation program, it's to where a school says, hey, man, crisis is among us. I need to reset my people. I need to separate by levels. And if I can, separate by schools. Every school culture is different. Every grade level is different. The needs are different. The emotions of the staff is different. And you've got to be able to meet them at their staff. That's what we've been able to master in, be able to bring mastery to, and have great success. I will give you some examples that really have made an impact in my life. I had one school call me. We got a chance to work with in California. I love California. It's a different dynamic and environment out there. This one particular school was in a real serious crisis with gang activity, a lot of fighting on campus. Didn't know what to do. They had heard of me. I came on a referral. They were very urgent. They said, we'd love to work with you. I want to work with you guys. They did everything I asked, right? It's gang capital of the world, right? It's streets. So it's very systemized. It's people oriented. You see, how do I get this under control? Well, it's people, not people buy-in, structure and cooperation. What happened over my 3 years there, over my 4 years there, but definitely over the first 3, fighting cut in half, even got under 10%. It was all people. We moved the people, the management, their idea, spread like it was philosophy of how it's everybody's responsibility. So what happens is one error that they made was, right, they got the results they were looking for. However, this is the reality of their community. And they're like, okay, oh, the numbers are way down. We don't need Dr. Jackson anymore. By month 6 of the next school year, of the next following school year, they're back up to 40%. Now, what school brains to say, isn't he supposed to put something in place that works when you leave? Ideally, I guess if you're talking about making Disney movies and things of that nature, yes. When you're talking about people and coaches and transitioning coaches and transitioning people and supervising people is something that is very people specific. And I have found that adults actually do what you focus on. So when you take a focus off a thing, it slips. So when your focus is on test scores, the production goes to test scores. When your focus is on safety, hall management, it happens. But the minute you pull back, their people, they pull back. Those are facts. So there's some realities. Learning intervention, we're going to be doing learning intervention the rest of our eternity. That wasn't just a post-COVID thing. Learning intervention is something we should be doing, period. Right? I had another situation where elementary school, and there's a lady there that just she plays with kids. I mean, kids get to slap adults, kids get to throw things, kids get to break things, get to call people all out of their name, do what they want to do. And it's kind of like, hey, let's talk and get out and on, talk to them on the ground. And we're not talking sped, we're talking about kids, regular. Usurps the staff, hijacks learning. The staff is like, why does this kid get to do what they want to do? Because the kid essentially is showing other kids to be bad. And so the staff is like, what, take this kid out of here. You got to do something. And the person doesn't think so. The person will pull the kid, take the kid down, get him a snack and a juice, let him sit in the office a few hours and send him back to class. Do you know do you know that's happening all over the country? Do you know that's happening all over the country? Do you know that's happening all over the country? Did you know that's happening all over the country? And you lose the staff, and the staff is looking at you half crazy. It doesn't work. It's embarrassing. When admin doesn't get it, we lose. Don't Kick Them Out has a system. We train admin, then teachers, then kids, then parents. It's that square. Everybody's responsible for their part. Admin establishes policy and philosophy. This is what we stand on. Teachers, this is what I need you to do. And I need you to be consistent and stand on this. Then we train kids. We reinforce kids. They will fail. Some are better than others. But one thing that all kids want is consistency and follow through. Parents just got to be trained. The parent game is worse than it's ever been. That's why I wrote this book and made the Institute. But I can't focus on it right now, right? It's called the Parent Playbook. Man, listen, what I'm saying is one thing we do as a part of the Don't Kick Them Out is I'm asking you to get me 30% of your parents or your enrollment and get their butt in the seat. Do what you got to do and don't talk to me about buying them food and all that stuff. No, mandatory. Get your butt up here and you need to listen to something. I'm not going to talk to them about being no parent, but I am going to talk to them about themselves. I am going to talk to them about child development because everybody can improve in child development. Notice, I'm just into human development, developing people, building people, not motivation, developing people, understanding what makes people tick, what helps leaders to be more efficient and be stronger at their craft. It's what you have to do to be successful. It's called My Life's Work. Just Don't Kick Them Out, the book and training series. Right now, I have open enrollment for my 90-day behavior and team transformation. It's 90-day. Sign up with me. We're going to be out there. We're going to have training time that starts with admin. We're going to talk to teachers. We're going to train with kids, train with parents. It's a 90-day transformation. What are you saying? In 90 days, you really want to address some hardcore issues and you want to reset your team. There has been so many challenges. We started the school year off slow. We had a government shutdown. So they started with changing budgets. Then we had a government shutdown. So the money got funny. The services got funny. It's been a tough year. Now the weather's weird. And now we're going to lose another 7 to 10 days of program. It's just been, it's been a tough year. And there's a lot of people that need to reset. So I'm really calling directly to my core states, Louisiana, California, New York, Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Tennessee. Your school needs a reset. I'm doing the 90-day school transformation, meaning the team transformation to help to build. There are 100 of school leaders listening to me. It's 20,000 that is watching me right now. And I know it's 100 of you that know I'm the person that's to walk you through it and to help you achieve your goals. That's why I'm here. It is the Don't Kick Them Out book and training series. I am your tour guide. I am the person that is here to do it. I can do it. I was born to do it. And I'm the best at it. And just looking forward to working with you and partnering with you soon. The quicker we start, the quicker we see results. It's the 90-day Don't Kick Them Out team and building behavior transformation program. Sign up today. Looking forward to working with you soon.